I figured out where all those high gain lobes would go before I put the antenna in the ground.
When amateur radio operators talk about hacks, they're not talking about breaking rules or doing anything shady. In ham radio, a hack is a clever, practical solution, often simple, inexpensive, and improvised, that solves a real operating problem. It might be a way to improve an antenna using everyday materials, reduce RF noise with a homemade choke, manage cables more effectively, or adapt equipment to work better in a specific situation. Hacks come from experience, experimentation, and the long-standing ham tradition of figuring things out with what you have on hand. Hacks are important in amateur radio because radio rarely happens under perfect conditions. Antennas don't always fit where you want them. Noise sources pop up unexpectedly, budgets are limited, and environments change. A good hack can turn a poor location into a usable station, make portable or emergency operations possible, or keep you on the air when commercial solutions fall short. These small innovations often bridge the gap between theory and real-world operation, helping operators adapt quickly and keep communicating. At its core, amateur radio is about problem-solving, learning, and experimentation, and hacks sit right at the center of that mindset. Every antenna tweak, cable workaround, or homebrew tool represents an operator understanding the problem and applying practical knowledge to overcome it. These ideas get shared, refined, and passed along, strengthening the entire amateur radio community. Hacks remind us that in amateur radio, it doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to work. As new amateur radio operators begin building their own hacks, safety needs to be part of the learning process right from the start. Many radio projects involve electricity, height, sharp tools, heat, and RF energy, and it's easy for enthusiasm to outrun experience. Staying within your current knowledge level isn't about limiting creativity, it's about building skills responsibly. Understanding basic electrical safety, proper grounding, safe soldering practices, and structural awareness when working with antennas or masts. The operator's responsibility is to protect themselves and others, and work to prevent injuries, along with preventing equipment and property damage. Good operators learn to recognize when a project is appropriate for their skill level and when it's time to pause, research more, or ask for help. Safety-minded experimentation also builds confidence and long-term success in the hobby. Taking small, controlled steps allows new hams to learn why something works without creating unnecessary risk. Amateur radio has always encouraged experimentation, but it also values good judgment, preparation, and respect for the hazards involved. By keeping safety in focus and matching projects to experience, new operators can enjoy the fun of hacking and homebrewing while developing solid habits that will serve them for years on the air. Now I want to show you some typical hacks used in amateur radio to understand the DIY nature of the hobby. Instead of me continuing to ramble on, I've set the images to a song I wrote titled Ham Radio Hacks. I hope you enjoy it.
Out in the night, with the stars shining bright, I tune in the frequencies to catch a light. Amateur spirit, with a heart full of dreams, building my station from the simplest schemes. Oh, wise and candid, just some grit on my hands, turning the static into sound, making my stand. Clever solutions, that's what we find. With a little creativity, we'll redefine. Ham radio hack, yeah, we make it right, turning every problem into a shining light. With our hearts in our hands, we'll find a way. In the world of radio, we're here to stay. Got an old antenna, but it won't work worked for me. With a twist and a turn, oh, it set me free. Low cost and reliable, that's how we roll. Making magic in the air, feel it deep in the soul. Change the connection, a little DIY. Learning and growing, you know the reason why. It's about the journey, the sweat and the grind. Building connections, leaving no one behind. Ham radio hacks, yeah, we make it right. Turning every problem to a shining light. With our hearts in our hands, we'll find a way. In a world of radio, we're here to stay. Reduction to the signal strong, experimenting hard where the heart's never wrong. Every little hack tells a story untold. In this confined space, we create and behold. Communities thrive when we share what we do. Passing down knowledge, it's a brotherhood too. With every transmission, we bridge the divide in the name of the airwaves. Oh, we take pride. Ham radio hacks, yeah, make it right. Turning every problem to a shining light. With our hearts in our hands, we'll find a way. In a world of radio, we're here to stay. So let the world hear us through static and noise. With a simple solution, it's our talk and our voice. The beauty of ham is the hands we employ. In the heart of the signal, we're creating the joy. And radio hacks, forever we'll roam. In the clouds we'll fly. We found a home.